So the Springboks a couple days ago announced their side that was going to be heading into round 1 of the Rugby Championship. Their opposition, the Wallabies, they have just announced their side. So we will be looking through at that side, look at the head-to-heads for this upcoming Rugby Championship fixture. But looking through at the front row, it will be James Slipper at number 1. He has got the captaincy for the Wallabies. Number 2, Dave Parecki, and number 3, Alan Alalatoa. So pretty similar to what we would expect to see for the Wallabies last year in the Rugby Championship. Slight change in terms of no Taniela Tupou, but that is due to his injury. Looking at the locks, it will be Nick Frost getting the start at number 4, a player who's been doing very well throughout Super Rugby Pacific. And then number 5, a big man from La Rochelle, Will Skelton, an absolute beast on the rugby field, breaks through tackles, also makes you a lot of post-contact meters, which could be crucial for the Wallabies in this game up against the Boks. But he will be going head-to-head with Marvin Oree, so this will be a big tester for the young Springbok to see if he can handle the pressure that Skelton creates. Now looking through at the loose forward trio, and speaking of pressure, this man's going to be under quite a lot of it. It is Tom Hooper on debut for this game up against the Boks. Now that is a pretty tough side to go head-to-head with when you first make your walk onto the field. But from his Super Rugby Pacific form, I would like to think that he won't be going too badly. He will be going head-to-head though with Mako van Staden of the Vodacom Bulls. Looking through at the other two in the loose forward trio, they have had quite a bit of experience under their belts combined. Michael Hooper at number 7 and Rob Valentini there at number 8. Now I should mention that Michael Hooper is also captain. They have got the co-captains of Hooper and Slipper for this Rugby Championship. Both men bringing a lot of experience. Hooper, he'll be looking to get those turnovers in the breakdown. And when you talk about head-to-head battles, him versus Peter Steph Toy is certainly going to be must-see. Looking through at the backline, Nick White will be starting at number 9 for the Wallabies. Number 10, they have gone back to Quade Cooper. Now, last year for the Rugby Championship, he did succumb to an injury, which was a big shame for him as he was in some pretty decent form up till that point. So now the combination of him and Nick White will be back for this year's Rugby Championship. Marika Korombedi, he gets himself the start out on that left wing. In the centres, it will be Reece Hodge at number 12, with number 13 being the inform Len Ikatel. Has been playing very well for the Brumbies. Reece Hodge at 12 may be a little bit of a surprise for a few people, but I believe that is also for that kicking option of the long boot. He doesn't always get them over, but when he does, can be crucial. Points on the board. Then at number 14, Soliasi Vunivalu had a terrific season for the Reds throughout Super Rugby Pacific, is great under a high ball, which will be quite cool to see him go head-to-head with Canon Moody. So that contest for the high ball on that side of the field will be one to watch out for. And then number 15 to close out the starting lineup for the Wallabies, it is Tom Wright. Now looking through at the reserves, Jordan Ulesi at number 16, number 17, Matt Gibbon, and then number 18, it will be Zane Ungor, also a Reds player, making his debut for the Wallabies. He does actually normally come off the bench for the Reds rather than starting, so this might be the role that he actually prefers, being able to come on late in a game and try and enforce himself during the scrums. Number 19, it is Richie Arnold, who will also be making his debut for the Wallabies, which seems pretty impressive that he has never put the Wallabies kit on before, but a brilliant man to have at a line out. I'm not sure whether or not it will be Nick Frost or Will Skelton, who does make way for him, but they could have a very strong combo late in the contest for the Wallabies. And this one, in number 20, they have got Pete Samu. Now, some people thought that maybe he would be starting at either 8 or 6 and then have Tom Hooper coming off the bench, but instead they've decided that Samu is the better option to have later on in the contest when the opposition start to tire and that man's legs start pumping. Normally meters are made for fun. The back replacements now, Tate McDermott at number 21. Number 22, it is Samu Karevi, in a similar boat to what Quade Cooper was. Got injured last year in the Rugby Championship. Actually, I believe got injured in the Barbarians versus World 15 game. But luckily he is back and ready for this international fixture. And then number 23, another debutant for the Australians. It will be Carter Gordon, but this game it is kicking off at 3:05 AM New Zealand time on Sunday morning. The opening round of the Rugby Championship should be an absolutely epic one. We will be doing the live commentary on the channel for that game, so be sure to check that out. Do let me know what you think of this Wallabies lineup compared to the South Africans as well. Who do you think has the advantage when it comes to the 80 minutes on the park? But thank you all very much for tuning in. If you did enjoy, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you all for the next one.